Good morning, all of you. In previous class, we had discussed about classification of DC generator, types of DC generator, and today we are going to discuss power stages of DC generator, losses and condition for efficiency. Once we remembering in the last class, what I taught in the last class, types of DC generator. DC generator are classified into separately excited DC generator, self-excited DC generators. So here separately excited DC generator and self-excited DC generator. Self-excited DC generator are classified into again series generators, DC shunt generator, compound generator. DC compound generator are two types: long shunt compound type generator, short shunt compound type generator. Their equations, working principles, everything we have discussed in the last class. Today we are going to discuss about losses in DC generator, power stages in DC generator, condition for the efficiency in DC generators. So you are observing losses where actually appear in DC generators: armature windings, series field winding, shunt field winding, interpoles, brush contacts. So these are losses appearing in DC generators. So one by one we are going to discuss about power. First of all, we are going to discuss about power stages of a DC generator. Actually, DC generator principle is to convert a mechanical energy into electrical energy. The input of the DC generators are mechanical energy, output of the DC generator are electrical power. So mechanical energy or in here watts from, that is a prime mover, mechanical energy a prime mover. And next there are the losses are produced: mechanical input there are some losses, electrical output there are some losses. What losses are uh, developed in case of the input side? So we are providing the mechanical energy for rotating the DC generator. Initial source or input of the DC generator, so it is produce iron losses, friction, windages. Next, electrical power developed in armature. You know that principle already last class we have discussed. That equation is E into IA, power developed in the armature. So electrical energy is developed out as a output. There is some losses are some losses are developed. The losses are copper loss. So then we are observing in the power stages in a DC generator, there are three stages: stage A, stage B and stage C. Stage A, mechanical power input is given. Stage B, electrical power developed in armature, so that is E into IA. Stage C, electrical power output V into IL. So these are the stages of DC generator, power stages of the DC generator to developing the, to convert in the electrical power into, to convert the mechanical power into electrical power. So here you listen the input power, that is 1 bhp into 7 bhp into 735.5, and which is producing the iron and friction losses. Next, it is given input to the generator, and there is a power is developed on armature, that is electric power developed in armature into A. So that is which is produce some losses, develop some losses, that is copper loss, Vt into IL. Now we are calculating the efficiency in the individual part. So what is mechanical efficiency? So mechanical efficiency is defined as electrical power developed in armature to the mechanical power. So here stage B by stage A, B by A you can write. To define electrical efficiency, which is defined as stage C, electrical power output to mechanical electrical power developed in armature. Stage is C by stage B or C by B, VTIL by E into IA. Overall, how to calculate the overall efficiency of the generator? So that is C by A, stage C by stage A. What is stage C? Electrical output power. What is stage A? Mechanical mechanical power. So C by A, VT into IL by BHP into 735.5. So these are the mechanical efficiencies, electrical efficiencies, overall efficiencies we have to calculate it in from the power stage diagram of the DC generators. Next slide, total losses in a DC generator. What are the DC generator? What is it? There are series type of generator, shunt type generator, compound type generator. All these generators are having windings. In the windings, there is a copper losses, field copper losses are produced. Magnetic losses, core losses, everything is produced. So, what are the total losses in case of DC generator? Copper loss, iron losses, mechanical losses. Where the copper losses are produced? Armature winding, series, shunt, compound type generators. Shunt copper losses are developed in shunt field winding of shunt generator. Series copper losses, series field winding, they are developed, produced. Iron losses, are core losses. These are produced in DC generator. These are again classified into two types. One is iron losses are classified two types: hysteresis loss, eddy current loss. And next one is mechanical losses. What are the mechanical losses? So mechanical losses, these are the input supply is given to the DC generator. So these are producer input side of the DC generator. These are friction and windage losses. Friction and windage losses. So here the copper loss are developed in armature winding. So armature copper loss is equal to, we can write what is resistance armature winding, which is having armature resistance IA, armature current IA, and shunt field armature current IA. Then the copper loss in the armature winding is IA square RA. IA square RA. So similarly, the loss about 30 to 40% of a full load loss. So armature copper losses are IA square RA. The loss about 32% of full load losses. Next one is field copper loss. So field copper loss are shunt copper losses. You know the resistance of the shunt field winding is RSH. So shunt copper losses is ISS square RSS. You know the series copper loss is ISC square RSA. So here you are observing armature resistance RM, series field resistance RSC, shunt field resistance RSS. RSC is approximately 0.5 ohm resistance. It means less resistance, high current is passed. So yes, similarly, in case of the armature resistance also very small as compared to shunt field resistance. So shunt field resistance are high. So the current passed in shunt field winding is less. So the producing copper losses are ISS square RSS. In case of the series field copper losses, ISS square R square. In case of the armature winding, producing copper losses are IA square RA. So here in armature copper losses is about 32%, 30 to 40% of full load losses. In case of shunt field windings or series field winding, losses are 20 to 30% of full load losses. And another loss is loss due to the breast contact drop. Due to the breast contact drop, very small loss, that is approximately 1% of losses produced. So the next, magnetic losses. So here you know that magnetic losses, also known as stray losses, these are eddy current loss and hysteresis losses. We are developing the eddy current loss, that is, it is denoted eddy current or hysteresis loss, which is denoted with WH proportional to B to the power of 1.6 max F. The flux density in the hysteresis loss is B to the power of 1.6. Frequency is approximately, it is variable. Eddy current loss W is proportional to the Bm square F square. These losses are practically what the stray losses are magnetic losses. These losses are practically constant for shunt and compound generators. So these type of losses are practically constant for compound and shunt type generator, because in this case field current is approximately a constant. Both the losses total up to about 20 to 30% of full load losses. Means shunt and compound generator. Shunt and compound generator, these are constant. In this generator, these losses are produced at a constant. But these losses are having the total losses 20 to 30%. These are, and another one is stray losses, magnetic and mechanical losses are collectively known as stray losses. The losses also known as rotation losses for obvious reasons. So next one is mechanical losses. They consist of mechanical losses are produced in input of the DC generator. When we are giving the mechanical power as a prime mover to the DC generator, at that mechanical losses are produced because of air in between shaft and armature very small, so it is affected to the outer atmosphere. Then the losses are produced when we are applying the some energy on the input side of the generator. So these losses are friction loss at bearing and uh, windage loss. Friction and windage losses are produced at input side of the rotating armature, in the rotating armature. So these losses about 10 to 20% of full load losses. 10 to 20% about full load losses. So next we are discussing about condition for maximum efficiency. This is the very important question for the examination point of view, as well as calculation of the efficiency and calculation of the condition for the maximum efficiency. This is a very much important. You know that generator input we are giving already So generator input, generator output, how you will calculate? In case of the DC generator, generator input is equal to output of the generator plus losses. Generator output is voltage into current. Now you will get the equation generator input output plus losses. What is output? Vi. What is losses? What is losses here? So IA, when you are considering shunt field generator, IA is divided into ISS. So the total current in the armature is IA is equal to I plus ISS. There is a resistance in the armature is RA. So output VI plus losses in case of the generator is IA square RA armature loss, WC the constant loss. VI plus IA square RA plus constant loss, that is WC. However, ISS is negligible as compared to the load condition ISS or load current ISL. So here efficiency is equal to, actually which is defined as, which is the ratio of output power to the input power. What is the output power in DC generator? VI. What is the output power in DC generator? VI. So what is the input power in DC generator? VIL, variable losses plus constant losses. So what's the ratio of the efficiency? Output by output by input. So output is Vi, input is Vi plus I square Ra plus Wc is a constant. Vi by Vi plus I square Ra plus Wc. Divide numerator by denominator with respect to Vi, and you will get the equation 1 by 1 plus IRA V by plus WC by Vi. For getting the maximum efficiency, you can derive the denominator with respect to the I, current I. So d by di IRA by V plus WC by VL is equivalent to 0 for maximum condition. Now you can differentiate and get the equation RA by V is equal to WC by VI square. So IS, therefore you can cross multiply the equation, you will get IS square RA is equal to WC. What is IL square RA? Armature copper loss, variable loss. What is WC here? Constant loss. So condition for maximum efficiency is variable loss is equal to constant loss. This is the most important condition. This question will be asked in any competitive examination. Okay, you must learn this bit type of equation as well as for calculation of the problem. This is the most important equation. So all of you note it. So what is that? Variable loss is equal to constant loss. This is the condition for the maximum efficiency. Right? Are you getting my point or not? Similarly, we will get the equation is IA square RA is equal to WC. I is equal to I square is equal to WC by RA. I is equal to root of WC by RA. So efficiency changes with respect to the current. And similarly, you can show the graph